I've decided that my motto tonight is going to be the motto that I heard from my daughter's school last week. Mrs. Elphinstone's motto is, "Do it scared." And I'm doing it scared.
Tonight is not about answers.
It's a really unusual format, and it's a great way to provoke conversation and insight and debate.
The problems we're going to be looking at are not easy, they're very complex.
I think the level was a really good level intellectually.
So it's not so much the answer, it's really the mindset, the way of thinking that we come together to explore.
I get asked to speak at conferences and at these types of events and to do presentations a lot. But this is the first time the organisation has really invested in me as an individual.
The fact that these were business leaders talking at such an emotional level about their experiences, very moving actually, and really interesting, because you so rarely hear business people talk in that way.
When Justine started prepping me for this, she asked me to recall a moment when I was off balance or feeling vulnerable. If she asked me that question tomorrow, I might recall this very moment.
I thought the participants were fantastic. I thought they were bold. I thought they were brave. I thought they were very forthright.
What we usually show the world is our perfect, carefully polished exterior. But inside, all of us are mixed up and confused. So we end up comparing other people's polished, false exteriors with our own internal confusion.
Part of what I had to learn in that time is actually to strip away all the management speak, all the layers of what they teach you of how to make your career, and become me.
I think from today you pick the best bits that apply in your business and how you can use that. So it's very, very fulfilling in that sense.
When you're scrutinizing, you can forget that person has power. You can forget that person has, they may not know they have power, but they do have power.
Show Ken a parapet and he will put his head above it. Well, that's what my mother taught me. It's done me no harm, and I recommend all of you to do it your own way, but stick to your moral compass.
And we all sit often in meetings and contemplate, should I say this, shouldn't I say that? In that environment, when I suddenly had nothing to lose, I just said what I felt and thought. And the interesting bit, nothing negative happened.
So it's been a really helpful process, and just taking the time out to reflect on me personally. It's been cathartic, but it's also actually been quite empowering.
It's a great group tonight, actually. So the comments, the questions, the observations were really insightful.
You only need to look at the quality, the caliber of the people who are joining in.
Coming from different backgrounds in business, etc., and everyone had a different perspective on the discussion. So you learn a lot. I think it was a very valuable evening.
We need to share this information because this is invaluable. So how do we bottle this, take it back, and pour it into the organisation so everybody can benefit?